those kind of basic ideas that animated series have a tendency to do every now and then, where you basically take a real simple kind of idea. It's like, okay, it's Superman as a gladiator in space. It's fun to watch. It's not necessarily as dramatic, you know, as some of our other episodes. It doesn't have quite as strong character development as some of the other episodes. It is, like I said, it's a very basic kind of idea. It's fun just to put Superman in the gladiator arena and watch him go. The two guest star characters, the Draga, the alien gladiator played by William Smith, and Mongol, king of Warworld, played by Eric Roberts. They, to me, are what really makes the episode really fun to watch. Both of them were a joy to work with. I mean, William Smith, it's like I remember him from Rich Man, Poor Man, he was the main bad guy. But he's a terrific actor and has a real deep, scary presence to his voice. He was exactly what we were looking for the part of Draga. He's also got that innate nobility to him. Even though he sounds like a savage, he's got like this real rigid code of honor, which is, of course, what the character's all about.
I was hoping to build him up with some preliminary matches, but now I'll have to make an example of him. Give him to Draga.
Honestly, Eric Roberts kind of made us nervous a little bit because he had so many different ideas on how to play this character, and we recorded every single one of them. He's not consistent through the episode. He doesn't, sound like the same guy from the beginning to the end. There are times when he's real suave, and there are other times where he's really, brutish, and we thought, man, we don't know if this is going to cut together, if this is going to make a consistent character or what. But fortunately, the storyboard artists really focused in on the acting that he had provided in the vocal tracks and played up all these different facets of his personality in this show. And so when we got the show back, we thought, wow, this is great. This is better than if he was just, the mean bad guy. I mean, he's vain, he's arrogant, he's petty. I think that makes him an interesting character. And unfortunately, that's exactly what Eric brought out of his performance. One of the tricky parts of doing a show like the Justice League is you have so many characters and they can't literally all be in the room at the same time. You can't have a show where all 7 of them go charging into battle all at the same time. I mean, we do that, but you got to have other things to do during the story. So one of our favorite tricks is, of course, to split them up into teams. So Superman and J'onn J'onzz end up on Warworld, and Green Lantern and Hawkgirl have to try to find them and help them. From the very beginning, we thought that Green Lantern and Hawkgirl would be interesting to pair up because on the face of it, they're both very similar in that they're both real no-nonsense warrior types, GL having a military background and Hawkgirl coming from a very warlike planet. They're both very, very strong and forceful characters, so we thought it'd be interesting to put them together and, watch the sparks fly. And this is like the first time that you get a kind of a hint of that. They're alike, but they're also unalike. So they're attracted to each other, but they're also repelled by each other. So it's interesting. Their scenes together in the show are, again, one of the things that I think really kind of sells this episode. Some of the most enjoyable moments in the show are the scenes where they're stranded together on an alien planet and realize they have to work together to get off it. The one criticism of this episode that I've gotten a lot of, from reading the internet, and I kind of have to agree with it in retrospect, was that the show is mostly about Superman, and it's about Superman fighting in the gladiator arena and going toe-to-toe with this Mongol character. And the biggest problem is that Superman doesn't get to clean Mongol's clock at the end of the show. It's unfortunate because you really want that. You want that nice closure. You want Superman just to sock him a good one and teach him a lesson at the end. But the problem is we've got this Draga character in the show. In the story, half of the story is about him and about his lost honor. When we got to the ending of the story, I think the way the script originally ended was that Superman did finish off Mongol, and unfortunately that left Draga's story unresolved. So, we went back and forth and tried to find a way to resolve, the two, storylines, and this is what we came up with.